Why do LMP1 cars lift and coast? This is one of the most common questions that I see surrounding endurance racing. For those unaware of the phenomenon, here's an example from the 2018 Toyota TS050. Pay close attention to the amount of time spent coasting into the braking zone before the driver starts braking. There are plenty of misconceptions about why drivers deploy this tactic. Some believe it's an attempt to save fuel over a stint, save the brakes over the race, or regenerate more energy for the hybrid system. In reality, it all comes down to two words: energy allocation. In 2014, the FIA introduced a new set of regulations focused on maximizing efficiency for the LMP1 hybrids. These updated regulations no longer put restrictions on the size of the engines, nor forced manufacturers to run air restrictors to limit power. This allowed manufacturers to place in any engine that seemed suitable for their car. The offset of these changes, however, came in the form of limiting the amount of energy that each car was able to deploy throughout the lap. The energy limit is applied to both how much hybrid energy and how much fuel the car is able to use over a lap. Drivers that exceed their energy allocation by more than 2% over a 3-lap consecutive average are subject to receiving a stop-and-hold penalty. This is why Kamui Kobayashi notably coasted the final 100 feet of his 2017 Le Mans record-breaking lap time in qualifying. This necessity to lift a couple hundred feet before the expected braking point is a unique challenge for drivers and teams alike. Precise calculations by the team and execution by the driver need to be done to ensure that the allocated energy is being used as efficiently as possible. As stated earlier, this technique is relatively new, with the regulations requiring it only being instated back in 2014. To get an idea of the difference prior to these regulations, here are two clips of the same team entering the same corner. The first is the 2013 Toyota TS030. The second is the 2014 Toyota TS040. Some of those with keen attention to detail and history watching endurance racing might be thinking, but wait, not all LMP1 cars have to utilize this technique. And you'd be right. LMP1 non-hybrids, otherwise known as the privateer cars, have historically not had to exercise this technique as much as their hybrid counterparts, with the limit on fuel allocation being lifted for the non-hybrids altogether prior to the 2019 6 Hours of Spa. The LMP1 class will see its final race at this year's 24 Hours of Le Mans in September. It will be interesting to see if the need to lift and coast is carried over to the future of endurance racing prototypes with the new Le Mans hypercars and LMDH formulas. That'll cover it for this video. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate you leaving a like, and if you want to see more sports car racing content in the future, hey, consider subscribing. I have a new series coming very soon called LMP1 Uncovered that will take an in-depth look into some of the most interesting cars to ever compete in the LMP1 class. Until then, take care, and I hope to see you in the next video.